I want to show you how to have fun with leftover paint, which I used to paint some strokes with. All right. And these are some of my signature brushes. So I wanted to play with those a little bit with you. So a filbert, a round, that's an 8 round, a 10 filbert, and a rake brush and an angle, a 5/8 angle that's in here. These are some specialty brushes that some that are in this that are not in my everyday kit. And so let me show you a couple of things here. Let's start with the round brush. And there's some really rich, pretty colors here. So we can take and we can, they're wet, but I can grab floating medium, okay? Then I can get Juneberry on one side of the round brush. And let's see what it looks like with, that is high oxidine purple. All right, so I'm going to pick up and stand up. All right, I can go over here a little bit lower so you can see. All right, then I can flip the brush over a little bit. And I have the Juneberry going down on that one. So look. So I'm going to have to get some lighter colors. All right, so there's lavender and there's Juneberry. All right, so let's see. This is what it looks like if the lavender's on the top. And these are all multi-surface paints. You push down, and that's what it looks like when Juneberry's on the top. No, Juneberry's on the bottom. All right, so that's the round brush. And so it scrolls. So you go there, then you go there. And look, I can then come along here, and I can push right here and stand up, and push right here and stand up. So you kind of nest them into each other. And I can do this with dioxazine purple, where I'm doing 1, 2, and 3. All right, so that's doing this brush. And I can also, let me show you. We are doing practice strokes, and it's all about teaching you some things that different brushes will do, or showing you how to use stencils, how to use different product, how to learn what tools are. So a multitude of one-stroke teaching that, so if you're out there and I've taught something on a practice stroke and you go, I need to see that up close. I do not know how she did that. Then this is what you do, is you come over here and you look for what I'm sharing with you. Now this, what's wonderful about this is you can take the toe, the little point tip of this, and you can do that, or you can take and make leaves. Do you see that? Now watch what happens. I'm going to touch the toe, that toe. I touch the tip, slide, pressure, and slide. And so that can just be, oh my goodness. I have to do it over because you didn't see it. Sorry, I'm into what I'm doing. Okay, let's do it again. So you can take right here, slide the toe, pressure, stand up, stand up, stand up, and slide. So that can be a leaf going backwards. Now I can also do this and stand up and get a tip like that. So leaves or flowers. 8 round brush. Okay, so it's a number 8 round. All right. Now, Now let's try a filbert and see if you see a big difference with this, okay? So this filbert's rounded. And a lot of people like this for doing petals of flowers. And I put purple on one side and Juneberry on the other. All right, so you push down. Oh, my hand's covering the whole thing. There we go. All right, so I got Juneberry and I'm pushing and standing up slightly. And that means all of your tips of the petals are going to be nice and rounded. Okay, And I want some purple on that. Do it again. All right, see, so that gives a pretty color. Let's come around here, push, left, push, left. And then we can just put centers in here. So I'm going to grab here, grab there, and chisel, flat, chisel, roll. Okay. Now I can take this brush and I can take it off and I can pick up the soft green and dark green. All right. So push, stand up, and or go backwards. And this is a leaf. Pressure to the point, pressure to the point. So you can make leaves with this and take a liner into the middle of it. But this is going that, watch. I can go 1, 2, 3, stand up. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh my goodness. I keep doing it where you can't see. Up. Let me do that again. We don't want to miss that. 1, 2, 3. Let's pick up the wasabi, wild wasabi. 1, 2, 3. All right. And you pull a stem right in the middle of this again. Or you can take a script liner and pull a thin skin. All right. So that's the filbert. It's flat with a curve at the tip. Okay. Now let's do an angle brush. Now I hope you like these colors because I think they're kind of pretty. The angle brush can make nice little vines. You can come right along here and you can come right across and you grab it and push. Okay. Touch, pressure, lift. Pressure, lift. Okay. All right. Sometimes you need to slow down. I also like with the rake brush, look, we can do that instead of curly cues with the script liner. And it makes it nice when it's making a wreath. When you're making a wreath and you're going around the wreath. So look, I took that dirty brush and just came in here and picked up the lavender with all the other colors still in the brush. I want you to see how beautiful those turn out. And you can get smaller as we go. Oops, we're out of paint. And it also takes stems and there you go. All right. Now, there's different ways we can put all Juneberry on this brush and we can come right in here and strike the white. All right. So I can come down like this, put it so y'all can see. Now this brush can keep doing layers of a flower. And then you can come in here and of a rosebud. And you can take that all the way around as a rosebud. And you can do the calyx around it. So the calyx are like that. And they wrap around the rose, pressure, lift, and put it up. Pressure, lift, and roll it up. So there's all kinds of strokes you can do with this brush, but what I want you to see with the angle brush is, and you don't want to miss the last brush. So just hold on. I'll be there. We'll finish in just a minute. All right, I want to show you what happens. We're going to use this heel, the heel, to show you right here. The heel's strong enough with the heel and come around, and then you can pull a stem in it. But what people don't understand is that you can't stroke this you can't push the toe. So if I'm here, I can do okay here, but I can't push the toe. All right, so you can try, but it doesn't, it's not what you want it to be. All right, but the heel is strong. So look, I can start right here, and the heel I can get to do all that movement. And then I use the toe just to come in and make a nice little um, vein through the middle. So those are things to start out with this brush because you can get like every tip so beautiful because you're pulling it. And when you stand up, that toe just makes really pretty leaves. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now I'm just going to go over this really quick with the rake brush. Now, the rake brush is what I use for like Santa's beards. I can do like animals fur. Um, I can come here. I can use the medium. I want you to see what the medium does. But if I use water, usually I can use water a little bit better. All right, but I use this brush a couple different ways, guys. I come in here. Oh my goodness, you can't. I'm having a bad day. All right. Not really. I'm just like, what in the world's wrong with me? I'm not looking up. I'm just trying to show you some fun stuff. All right. So this is what you have to do. You're barely touching and then you're dragging your whole arm. See? So I'm going to come here and I drag my whole arm and I can use medium. All right. Or I can use water. Depends on what look we're trying to get. So now look how nice that looks. That's with water. Okay. And when you're doing fur, we're going like this, and we can do another layer. Like if I'm doing a raccoon or whatever, I do black, white, and going back to a darker again. Okay, then I go back to white. So you do layers. And so, and then when you do beards, all right, you can make it wavy on a beard or hair. And you can also, look, let me see, ribbon candy. You can go like this and come here and come back up. So just think about how you want to do it. And if this is green, it's all kinds of grass. Now I want you to see that you can also use this as on the chisel, the tips. You can use that. Okay. But when I do feathers on birds, I want you to know that I'm going to take and, all right. And now I got to come in and do some more. The little feathers. All right. So I do owl feathers, all kinds of feathers. But this rake brush you will love. Easy, easy, easy. And then sometimes on these, I will take and put Dewberry with a little bit of white. And I can tap, 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 tap. Okay. Or just white. All right. And then the other thing is we can do like sea oats. If we have a tall piece of grass, then we can go like this. And what's beautiful is that we're going to finalize this by showing you a fun palm frond. Okay, so you go like that with your palm frond. I'm going to use some medium to pick it up. I'm going to go straight, sorry, line along here and pull, along here and pull. Okay, for a palm frond. All right, now I can come back in here and we can put some blue on here. So I usually put dark in the back. Okay, so let's do that. Here's another one on top of a palm. You can use all kinds of colors, but you're gonna go. I usually come in here and do this first, but I want to use the blues. I want it darker. This is practice strokes, and I appreciate you watching it and see what you can learn from this, right? And then I want you to see that I can come right on top of this. Oop, that was bad. Okay, gonna go along here and drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, and then to, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here, one. Now you're gonna come down and out. I hope you like this tonight. And tell me, do you like me teaching more brush strokes or more other details? Tell me what some of your favorite practice strokes have been. The ones that you thought you learned the most, you want to see more of. Lots of people say, can you please paint this? And I go on sometimes that same week because I'm always looking for ideas. And I go, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it this week. Okay. So you have a trunk and you have all this great palm fronds. We live in Florida, so we do a lot of this. Loose, loose, loose. All right. I hope I hope I inspired you just a little bit. I'll see you next time. Thank you. So please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, it's free. And ring the bell so you know exactly when I'm doing a live. I do lives a couple times a week. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.